closed the car park, obviously because they haven't been doing anything about it, but this has been going on for years. It's not just a recent problem. And it's moving away in sections. There's a bit in the middle that is moving on its own, and bits either side that are staying close. So when we get up to the hut, it'll be worth having a quick look down the wall, and you can see how the whole thing's going like this. The proposal that we are after is putting the steel up and maintaining the wall. Maybe you want to go for an even cheaper one. They were saying that we just knock it down, let it find its natural angle of repose, and then just put something over the top similar to what you've got there.
Yeah.
That reduces the size of the car park, and then also removes our revenue stream, because when this is a proper wall, we used to have big boats berthing in here. You'd have a small collier or something like that. You'd have a 100-foot barge. All sorts of vessels could come in here, and again, that could be used and help create money, which is then used to maintain the harbour, rather than just having something as a liability.
Is it 3 million?
Yeah, that would be a really good solution.
Yeah.
That would give us a really good harbour that we can use.
Andrew, in North Norfolk, our Lib Dem MP Norman Lamb.
He's been very good.
He's been very good, and I know that he's recently managed to get £3 million out of DEFRA to start up a trial sale and leaseback scheme, so that the government can buy houses off people who are facing the prospect of their house falling into the sea, and then lease it back to them. I think they're saying that's quite a successful scheme. Do you think that's the kind of thing that might work here?
Well, I think it's an experiment, and let's see if it works.
Yeah.
At present, the position of people who live on a cliff top and their property is just about to collapse is absolutely catastrophic. They are cleaned out.
Yeah.
And that's clearly an intolerable position.
Yeah.
So I think we should try just what we can now to extend that kind of public guarantee scheme.
Absolutely.
To all these private property owners.
I think one thing that people don't realise is that the current position is that if your house were to fall into the sea, actually the owners are responsible for either demolishing it beforehand, or if it falls into the sea, they're responsible for the financial cost of cleaning it up.
Clearing it up, or off from the beach at the bottom of the cliff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that is quite intolerable. And you can just see how close all those houses are now.
Absolutely. I mean, as you can see here, we have a shoreline management plan, which is sort of yet to be agreed by all of the local district councils. But essentially, the shoreline management plan will set out which areas we protected and which areas may need to be left to flood. And we can see here the devastating effects of coastal erosion, really.
Plus poor trials that actually haven't worked.
Yes.
Concrete blocks that, like at Felixstowe, where they spent a tremendous amount of money, all, I think, completely catastrophic. So there's a lot of work we have to do.
Absolutely. I think some of the as you say, the Felixstowe example is a good one. It shows where enormous amounts of money haven't worked. I think what certainly the Lib Dems would want to see is more sort of community level projects, low cost projects that are actually more successful.
And also exploring good practice elsewhere.
Absolutely.
Including in the Netherlands, where they've had a lot of experience of this sort of thing, and they've done, on the whole, slightly better than we have in this country.
Okay. Well, that would be great. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
have it. We've seen Tinker's Marsh, which is deteriorating. We've seen the Southwold harbour wall, which is literally falling apart. And we've been up to Eastern Bavans to see the homes that are very close to falling into the sea. There's been a lot of consultation and not much action. Now is the time to act. If you elect me as your MP for Suffolk Coastal, I promise to fight really hard to protect our communities, our land and our homes from any more negative effects from coastal erosion.